Okay, the purpose of this video is to go through for IM2 advanced students getting ready for their quadratics quiz, these 5 different tasks that we need to use technology for that'll help graph and get a good window of a quadratic specifically, find the vertex, find the zeros, find function values, and then also find where 2 graphs intersect. Okay, so let's get started with this. So first thing we want to do, we can, if we have the Inspire, we can push the on button to get to this home screen, and we want to go to a graph. So I'm going to just push down and select graph. Okay, this is where we're going to enter the functions. All right, so the first function is 3x squared minus 7x minus 11. Okay, so great. Let me put that in. So 3x squared minus 11x. And I just want to check, yeah. So minus 7x, I'm glad I checked, minus 11. All right, minus 7x minus 11. Okay, and now I'm going to push enter. Have the graph. But I want to see the important characteristics, which means really I can't see the vertex here. I can see the zeros, right? I know this is going up. So one way to do this, there's a bunch of ways, but what I like to do, actually, let's just do it this way. But you can, yeah, I'm going to go to menu, window, and just go to settings. And so here, all I'm going to do is make the x minimum smaller because I want to see lower. So I'm just going to make that a nice clean 15, and actually let's make this a nice clean 10. Okay, push OK. Can almost see it. I'm going to go a little bit further down. So I'll say I'll give you another way to do it. So you can also, it's a little bit finicky sometimes, but if you do a slow double click, you can just go in, you can change this number and push enter. So, okay, so now we see vertex, we see the zeros. Step 1 is done. Find the vertex. Okay, so to find the vertex, right, this is one thing. It's a little bit trickier in the beginning, but what I like about the Inspire, one thing I like is you can just use the menu button, will tell you almost everything you want to do. All right, we want to analyze the graph, and we want to find a minimum. I'm just actually looking, it's kind of weird that it has these 3, but right, the minimum looks like a maximum. Anyway, want to find the minimum. Okay, lower bound, so you can use your touchpad and you can just slide, right? So you can use this and slide. Or you can put a number in, okay? But I recommend that you slide because we'll do it with zeros, but you can find multiple things. So you want to put this vertical line to the left of the vertex. That's what the lower bound means. It's talking about in terms of x. So once I've done that, I'm going to click enter. And now you see the prompt has changed, right, to upper bound. Okay, so I'm going to move to the right, and actually all I have to do is move to the right. I don't even have to select, push click again, and we can see the minimum. But I'm going to select, I'm going to push enter again. There it is. Now, one thing you notice is this is reported to 2 decimal places. Okay, so if we go menu, settings, this is in float 3. The one I like is fixed 3, which means always, always, always it's going to give you a fixed 3 decimal places. I'll click OK, and now this is updated. Right, and I'm trying to, let me see if I can grab this. Yeah, okay, so there's the vertex. So really nice, pretty easy. Yeah, I'm going to go out of order. So we've done these first 2. So now to find the zeros, right? So I'm going to go a little bit out of order, but it's the same process. Okay, so to find these zeros, same thing. I'm going to go menu. I'm going to analyze graph, but now I'm going to pick, shocker, zeros. Okay, same process, right? Lower bound. Now here's the cool thing. Once I click enter and it's asking for upper bound, I can just move it to the right. There's one of my zeros, but I can keep doing that and it'll find the other. So one zero was at negative 1.076. The other zero is at 3.409. Okay, we have those zeros really quickly, and we don't even have to complete the process. If we want to complete the process, you click you click when you have an upper bound and it shows you, but then you have to repeat the process. So I like that you can find both really using the same thing. Okay? What is next? Okay, so we found the vertex. So let's find the function values first and then the very end. Actually, no, I take that back. Find where f crosses g. Okay, so now we have 2x plus 1.3. We've got a line, and we want to find the intersection points. Okay, so when you're in the graph screen, the easiest way to go back and enter formulas is to push the tab button. Okay, so now I've got f2 of x. I think the equation was 2x plus 1.3. 2x plus 1.3, yeah. Okay, that's in there. I'll push enter. Okay, and now I can see basically where these cross, but what's really nice is on the Nspire, I believe you don't need to see where they cross. You don't need to see the whole graph, so it's more advanced in that way. Actually, I'm just gonna make this a little bit higher. I'm gonna change this to 15, so we can see the clear intersection points. Okay. So now maybe you probably already are guessing what to do. You push menu, we go to analyze graph, and we want to find intersections. So first thing, lower bound, upper bound. Okay, now it's getting a little bit confusing, guys. I apologize for that, but there's the intersection point. This is a 0, so I'm actually gonna, I think, select this and push delete. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so there's an intersection point. I think also, let me see if I can just delete that point too. Okay, but we can also just slide all the way through and find both. So I'll show you what I mean by that. It's nice. Analyze graph, intersection. So left bound. So I haven't clicked enter for upper bound yet, but I can see the intersection point. And again, if I keep moving, now it switches to the other one. So first intersection point, we see it right here, negative 1.102, negative 0.74, but you can just move that line. Here's the second one, 4.02, 9.34. So it's a little bit faster in terms of being able to find the intersection points or the zeros, right? Multiple ones in one step. Okay, last feature. So find function values. And again, I was just doing an 84 video. One thing that I like more about the Nspire is it can find these using a trace, and the picture doesn't even need to show where the actual point is. So let's find these. So 3.053, do that one first. So to do this, right, again, we're going to push menu, but we're going to choose trace now. Okay? And then we want to graph trace, and it shows a point. You can move this using the arrows, but the easier thing to do is just type in the number. So we want 3.053. Let me just double check that's right. Yeah. I'll push enter, and there you go. Sorry, I confused myself. So there's the point. Right here in the bottom right is the x value and the corresponding y value. Okay? So if we want the other one, 117.795, right? This is way off the graph, but this is the cool thing. We can just go menu trace again and do 117.795. Push enter, and right, so it's adjusted the graph, but see, there's your value. It's 40,791. And also, I didn't do it, but you can continue to just trace. So if I want to know the function value when x is 5, I can just, I'm in trace mode already. I can push 5, push enter. It'll go back, right? Negative 1. What's the value there? So it's really, really useful, this trace feature. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah, I'm going to end the video. And again, hopefully this is helpful for your test prep.